It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Quinn Broadcasting's coverage of Millville High School basketball. Tonight, we have a great rivalry matchup between Millville and Bridgeton. Anytime two Cumberland County teams come together, they have quite a contest, so we expect that. And Bridgeton, of course, provides some good competition tonight. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez, and we have not been here since Christmas or before Christmas. So, first of all, it's good to be back. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you celebrated very well. But tonight, Bridgeton presents quite a challenge for Millville. They come in 4-2, and they have some pretty good talent out there.
Yeah, this is a Millville team that's now 2-6 on the season, and it's coming off a little bit of a tough loss against Salem at the Boardwalk Classic, but we're at a point in the season where Coach Latour talks about he wants to see improvement from this team. He needs to see this group really come together, and it's going to be tough for them to do that against Bridgeton, but we should definitely see a lot of energy as it's not the rivalry, but it is a rivalry.
It is a rivalry because it's all Cumberland County. We have Vineland, we have Millville, we have Bridgeton, and every once in a while we have the Cumberland Regional Squad to consider as a Cumberland County rival. We're going to have the start of today's game in just a little bit. Hello, everyone. Welcome, and stick around for some good quality basketball action right here on Quinn Broadcasting.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Thunderdome here at Millville High School. It's a county rivalry game today between the visiting Bridgeton Bulldogs and the hometown Millville Thunderbolts. Right now, we are with the Bulldogs head coach Carlos LeBron, and he tells me his team is 4-2. So tell me in general how the season is playing out for you.
Thank you for having me at first. We're pretty we have a little mixture of veterans and young kids that are coming up. Play hard. We are being led by our senior, Jamil Purnell, who is just last year had 500 points and 301 rebounds by himself alone. Those are fantastic numbers, and he looked like he's on that pace again to do it this year. We played a game against Mastery Camden, and he had 52 points, which he broke his own previous record. So, you know, otherwise, they're 4-2. You know, we're in a tough division in the national, but you know what? We're working on it.
Now, he has, just based on the stats that I saw, 188 points, 68 rebounds. Or you're talking about the kind of pace he's got. 9 blocks, which you don't see a lot of in high school, and 25 assists as well. I mean, the kid's a complete player.
And he's still learning. His best basketball is still ahead of us. We've been blessed to have him, you know, for 3 years. And the last time we came to this gym, he was only a baby, and we talked about it, that he was his best basketball, and he's grown, but his ceiling is still high.
And talk about some of the other key players that you have here.
Okay, we got our point guard, Keon Gray. He has come in he's one of the type of kid who's always asking me after the game, how many assists I had, Coach. Not how many points. He wants to know how many assists. And he's the one that leads us and gets us going out there. So
he's a facilitator rather than a scorer, even though he scores a few points.
He can score, but he's normally a facilitator. He's the one that gets us going out there.
And Tavon Chandler, talk about him.
Chandler is his first year with us. How you call it? Got upside, very big upside. Plays defense, defends, rebounds well. Still got to get some little habits that he has, but we're working on.
Okay, so in today's game, what do you look forward to from your team?
I'm looking at hard-nosed basketball because I know this is a rival, and put the records out the window. I know Millville's going to bring it. I know we're going to bring it, and whoever survives this is going to come on top, because that's how it always is. Anytime we play a cross rival, either Vineland, Millville, or vice versa, it's tough games. They're fun games to watch, to play, to be in them, and for the fans to watch as well.
County games are, no matter the sport, they go after each other.
These kids know each other. They play around the summertime. They play in AAU teams together, so it's gonna be fun. Like I know my kid, I know this kid. Coach, we play AAU together. I know this guy, so they all know each other. So put the records out the window. This is just gonna be fun basketball.
All right, head coach Carlos LeBron for the Bridgeton Bulldogs. We thank you for coming on with us. We'll have some more activities here on Quinn Broadcasting right after this.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Well, we're just about set for tonight's opening tap. A couple minutes away from the actual start. Bridgeton visiting Millville. Bridgeton coming in with a 4-2 record. And Millville is 2-6 on the season. The starters are just about set. And, of course, we mentioned Bridgeton has 3 players in particular that are going to be very difficult. The one that is going to be most difficult is that number 2 right there, Jameel Purnell. I think he's 6'3" is what I saw in the program here. He's going to be the key player for Bridgeton all night long. He's had all the points, steals, and blocks, shots, assists. So he's a complete player. So number 2 is the key guy for the Bulldogs. Otherwise, number 1, Keon Gray. Number 5 is Tavon Chandler. Number 11, Jazir Thompson. And number 14, Jeremiah Russell. Those are your starting 5 for the Bulldogs of Bridgeton.
And Millville changing things up just a little bit as they're still trying to kind of find their combinations at this point in the season. Latour wants to see, really what they've got. So slightly different group. You see there, Jaden Days has been in the starting lineup. Tashawn Jones has also done a good job as well filling in that role. Caden Pierce, he's been there pretty much all season long. He's one of the guys that Coach Latour relies on and is like the growth he's seen from him. James Jackson getting started. Zamir Redding, kind of a new name in the starting lineup for this Millville squad. He'll get the start tonight.
And, of course, Millville would like to get a quick start because, as we mentioned, Bridgeton has a good amount of firepower in their lineup, led by Jameel Purnell, Keon Gray, and Tavon Chandler. Those 3 guys are what we call the big three for Bridgeton. Just about set for the national anthem, and then, of course, the actual introduction of our starting lineup. Or is it the other way around? I keep forgetting.
No, we do. Yep,
the national anthem is
starters.
first.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. So we'll pause now for the national anthem, and we welcome you to Quinn Broadcasting. Our game tonight, Millville versus Bridgeton. Pre-game salute to our country with the national anthem, and the starting lineup's just about set to be announced. Bridgeton versus Millville. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez. And we expect this to be quite a contest and a challenge for the Thunderbolts. So there you have the introduction to the players. The first 10 that'll take the court for both Bridgeton and Millville. Purnell, Gray, Chandler, Russell, and Thompson are the starting 5 for the Bulldogs. Days, Jones, Pierce, Jackson, and Redding will be on the court first for Millville as we're just about set for the opening tap. James Jackson will be taking the opening tap for Millville. And, of course, Jameel Purnell will be the man who opens up. Right there, Mike Latour's keys to the game. Try and create turnovers, limit turnovers. And, yes, we've spoken about him all pregame through. And here he is taking the ball. Nice pass to the post. And a foul is called. But that's the man that we said. He's going to do everything for Bridgeton, including scoring.
Yeah, he was already looking to impact the game, not at. We're 5 seconds in, and that was a nifty pass. As Zamir Redding will end up taking the foul.
First one skims through. Russell looking to make it 2 for 2 on the line. And he splashes that one through. So the first 2 points of the game belong to the Bulldogs. Millville gets it across the timeline as Days dribbles into the lane, puts up the shot, a little too strong, and the rebound comes down to Purnell.
And nearly creating the turnover was Redding and Pierce. Pierce with some tight defense.
Spin move, partially blocked. That's Redding with the block, but we have a foul call against Millville. That looked like a pretty good block of the ball. Yeah, see if we can look at it.
They're going to say Redding got arm, not ball. Well, no, he did. No, that's a good call.
I saw ball as well, but that's the way it goes.
That's quickly Redding's second foul.
First shot is made by Tavon Chandler.
And quickly they are going to sub Redding out. That's Alex Doss-Hagens checking in.
Second shot is short. Nice rebound by James Jackson to put Millville on the attack. Ball goes back out. Jones looking into the middle. Spin move. They open it up back outside to Jones. Jones dishing, and that'll go through. And out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a tight spot to get the ball there to Days. They're letting Jones know he's got to tuck his jersey in.
There you go. So Bridgeton up 3-0 in this first minute of the game. Looking for more. Nice dish to the right side. Good coverage on defense. And a created turnover by Millville. That was a good step-in move by Alex Doss-Hagens, who stepped in there and really blocked up the lane.
Yeah, and Chandler's pass ended up in the feet of Thompson, who pretty much kicks it out of bounds.
So Millville still looking for its first points of the game. Will they get it here? Saving the ball and giving it away. Purnell trying to go coast to coast. Shot is a little bit to the left. And the rebound taken by Millville. Now a battle for the ball and the jump ball.
Favors Millville, though, so. But that's just a little bit of what Purnell can do. Gets the steal, the shot, and nearly takes his own rebound back out of the hands of the Millville defender.
Nice pass leading in. Alley-ooping doesn't go. Rebound battle for. It's going to be won by Thompson for Bridgeton. Shot is up and it skims in. Tavon Chandler with the basket. And not the kind of start Millville wanted, but it is definitely the start that Bridgeton wants. They lead 5-0. Timeout for Millville.
Yeah, Coach Latour definitely not happy with what he's seeing. And this is a Millville team that does play with a lot of pressure, but sometimes plays to the speed of the other team, and that's almost to their detriment, as you can tell. As they were really trying to hurry up some of those offensive possessions that ended up in a couple turnovers in the shots.
So we've seen Purnell, we've seen Chandler, we've seen Russell. They're all contributing. Millville will try to provide some answers. They have possession here as the ball will be inbounded by Doss-Hagens. Need to get it up in front court area. Almost stolen. Now they do get it up court. Three-point shot. If it goes, it's wide and not near the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell at first. As Pierce had all the time in the world to take that shot, just didn't kind of angle it where he wanted it.
He has shown a good propensity to hit those three-pointers. We've seen it earlier in the season. But Bridgeton up 5-0, looking to increase. It'll be 3 points if it goes, and it does rattle its way home. Tavon Chandler, 6 points of those 8 points on the board for the Bulldogs. Pierce up off the glass short, rebounded by Purnell. Gets it up court. Layup is no good, but there's Purnell. He missed it.
Nobody's paying attention to the pass. And Tashawn Jones is getting an earful from Coach Latour right now.
Meanwhile, we have a foul, and it is on Pierce.
Jones just threw that ball into no man's land. As Doss-Hagens checks out.
Let me make sure here. That foul was actually on Bridgeton, so that's Thompson's foul.
But coming into the game is Bryant Nelson. I'm a little surprised with how animated Latour was with Jones that he didn't take him out right there.
Jones with the basketball for the Thunderbolts. Dishes to Pierce. Circles the top of the key. Again, some substitutes in for Millville. Bryant Nelson, you mentioned, number 5. Looking for the pass, the shot, and that one rattles out. Gets his own rebound and has it blocked, and now taken away by Bridgeton.
You can't get any unluckier than that because that was pretty much in the basket.
So Bridgeton trying to go up by double digits with this possession. Just 3 minutes into the game.
Yep,
and
that's going to be a block. That was
foul.
Jazir Thompson trying to create the screen. Was just moving his body a little bit too much. And he'll get called for it.
So the offensive foul. And that's 2 quick fouls on Thompson.
And that's Leroy Ortiz checking into the game for the Bulldogs.
Still trying to get some points here. Millville goes for 3. That one's going to be off.
Dace knew the whole time that his 3 was wide, so he was trying to run up to catch the rebound.
Shot is missed, rebounded by Days. Thunderbolts still looking for their first points. Pass to the left side, up for three. That one skims off the rim. Pierce with the rebound, and he puts it in. Caden Pierce with the basket, 8-2. Bridgeton in front.
Yeah, we'll see if that maybe helps Millville a little bit just to get that first basket.
Spin move, no good by Purnell, but the rebound comes down, skims off the back of the rim. Bridgeton still in control of the basketball. Gray pulls it back out and resets as we reach the midway point of the first period. Going right on up and in, a little too hard off the glass. Rebounded by Jackson. Millville trying to come back quickly. Pierce pulls it out, takes the shot, and hits. 4 unanswered points by number 11. Cuts the lead in half, but now a breakaway opportunity for Bridgeton. Short, and look who's there to put it in. You got it. Jameel Purnell, and that is actually his first basket of the game. Going right on through it, open right on up, and he left the shot short. Days did not get it to go into the rim.
Yeah, Millville kind of getting stuck in that run and gun game. As you take a look here, this is going to end up being a really impressive play by Purnell as the initial shot doesn't go. Purnell comes in and just slaps it in.
3-point shot missing, rebounded by Bridgeton. Nice pass to the post, and a foul. If it goes in, that would have been a chance at a 3-point play. Caden Pierce getting the body, and that'll put Gray on the line for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the type of game necessarily that Latour wants his group to play, as it's kind of forcing them into some shots that really aren't coming anywhere close.
First shot is good by Keon Gray.
As Antoine Conyers will make his first appearance tonight, sending Pierce to the bench for now.
Looking to make it 2 for 2, Keon Gray, and he does. As a team, Bridgeton now 5 for 6 from the free throw line. 12-4, they lead. Pass is blocked, but a kicking motion is indicated as Leroy Ortiz, one of the subs in for Bridgeton.
And now Caden Allen comes in for Millville. He'll enter in for James Jackson.
Millville with possession, way outside for the moment. Jones with a long-range shot, no good. Good rebound underneath, another three, no good. And Millville gets back-to-back offensive rebounds.
Oh, we were going to get a third three.
Ball was knocked out by Bridgeton.
Yeah, Conyers tried to find Allen under the basket. A couple of long-range shots from Millville. Aside from Pierce, they really haven't been able to hit from deep.
Ball now in the hands of Antoine Conyers. Yeah, just before he delivers, he walks. So the Bulldogs have possession and the lead, 12-4. 2.5 minutes left in the opening quarter. Davon Chandler with the dribble. Going through a whole bunch of traffic there. He went between two Millville players, did not get it to go.
Oh, and Caden Allen said, no one's taking this ball from me.
He grabbed a hold of it and sets the offense in motion. Millville down by 8, so they need some baskets here. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Looking for three. I lost the ball momentarily, somehow kept it.
I don't know how.
Good job by Conyers to keep possession. Good save along the baseline. Millville still has it. It'll be three if it goes, but it does. I thought it was going to be short, to be quite honest. Tashawn Jones with a key three. But right back and a whistle. Foul against number 4.
Yeah, that's Caden Allen. We'll take a look here. A long-range three, and he knew it.
Nothing but net. I got to give him credit for that. I didn't think it was going in.
That foul on Caden Allen. Looked like it was a nice block, but I guess they say he got arm contact.
First shot is off the back rim. Leroy Ortiz at the line for the Bulldogs.
Michael Bullock checking into the game for Brian Nelson. Seems like Latour's trying to really use his bench today. He subbed out almost his entire starting lineup. Day's the only one remaining. Oh no, Jones is still in.
Second shot missing. Millville has the rebound. Deshaun Jones comes across the charities on the timeline is what I meant to say.
One of those.
One of those two. Open shot, doesn't take it. Nice pass to the post. And off the back rim, missing a second time. And he draws the foul on the third one. Super effort.
At some point, it's got to go, doesn't it?
You would think.
Honestly, I gotta tell you, Millville is getting a little unlucky on some of these shots. They're basically hitting the inside of the rim and popping out because the first shot by Bullock probably should have gone in.
Well, the first free throw goes in. And all of a sudden, Millville is pulled in within 4 and 3. So the Thunderbolts have dissipated an 8-point disadvantage. Bulldogs inbounding the basketball, just over a minute left in the quarter, 12-9 the score. Gray brings it across the line, dishes it to Chandler. He finds a lane to go, and he scores on a switch. Nice move and shot by Tavon Chandler. 8 points for him in the game. Driving baseline. Nowhere to go, and a whole bunch of contact.
Yeah, Day's got him to bite. That's Purnell. Day's got him to bite on the pump fake. And at that point, he was already on liftoff.
Yes.
We'll take a look at the previous shot here. It's going to be a nice drive by Chandler. Drives through a couple of Millville defenders and gets that one to go. That's the first foul on Purnell, sorry.
Yep. Thunderbolts inbound. Shot is up off the back rim again. Purnell has that rebound. That's 4 rebounds for him in the game.
We actually forgot to start the clock.
And Purnell finger rolls it and just drops the ball down next to a prone Caden Allen. Gently, but nonetheless.
We're about 10 seconds off of this time.
Okay.
Clock right now is, no,
they didn't start
person
the clock
running
on time.
the clock here forgot to start it, and I don't think anybody noticed except for him about 10 seconds too late.
Here's that finger roll. Watch this move.
Yeah, Allen, you see down
Watch
there.
him. I don't know if he'll extend it all. He just puts the ball right next to the
He's
flag.
like, here you go.
Here you go. I'm done with this.
But while we were looking at that, Jaden Days, I believe, is called for the foul, and that's the 5th foul of the quarter for Millville. So that puts Bridgeton on the line, up 16-9. And what do you have? It's Purnell. Yeah, I think they're trying to figure out the clock.
Yes.
And I think he let him know, hey, I didn't start it. We should be at about 20 seconds, 21 seconds, if that's what they're going to do.
They'll talk about it, and they'll put some kind of time on the clock.
Oh, they're going to have to take it away.
Yeah.
But I have to imagine that's what this discussion is. Ew. I would yell over, but I don't want to break anybody's ears.
Thank you.
And, like, just take 10 seconds off. Unless we're just going to let it fly. Oh, Millville taking that opportunity to get a little timeout.
Yeah, no harm in going over the bench and talking for a
Oh,
moment.
they're actually just, are they going to let Purnell just shoot by himself?
All right, we're going to take a break here. Be right back in just a minute. Purnell will be shooting. Well, he'll be shooting. Let's watch the shots.
Well, they're just going to let him shoot on his own. At least the first shot, I guess.
Why is he by himself?
And he throws it. Well, they're letting him take both shots with nobody around, so I don't know what. The only way that can happen is if it's a technical. Well, he misses both anyway, so I guess it really didn't matter. But I don't know why they let him shoot both by himself. Well, now, because of the time, they're letting him each take 2 shots because of the 10 second difference. I don't know.
I can't say I've ever seen this.
That's the only thing I can think of is, for fairness sake, since, I don't know. But Jones goes 1 of 2. I don't
know what just happened.
Well, and then they change him to 5 fouls apiece, so I don't. But they leave the 31 seconds on the clock, so we'll let our clock catch up to that one. And we'll replay it once we get to the 20 seconds because we'll be ending sooner than they are.
Well, the good thing for Millville is that they wound up with the basketball, and now they draw another foul. The shot taken by Caden Allen. And the foul is on Leroy Ortiz. That is his second. Both teams now with 5 fouls. So 2 shots coming up for Caden Allen. He's looking to get on the scoreboard. And he skims the first one wide left.
And checking back in is Jeremiah Russell. It's Leroy Ortiz, the guilty party, with 2 fouls now.
Caden Allen teeing up his second free throw. That one's off. Rebounded by Jeremiah Russell. Bridgeton to the attack. Oh, left the ball behind. Pass was just a little bit behind Purnell.
And Allen had no idea where he was going with the basketball, so it ends up causing a turnover.
Purnell. Well, he lost the ball, then he got it back. He went down court and shot a 3. If that doesn't tell you anything about the talent, there you go. There's an example in about 5 seconds of playing time. That 3 gives Bridgeton a 19-10 lead after 1 quarter. The cheerleaders will give us a little routine, and then we'll be back with period 2. So a little bit of enthusiasm right there from the Millville cheerleaders. Just want to remind you that there are all sorts of ways for you to get involved in our broadcast. Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live. You can watch on those 2. And of course we have our Instagram page, QVC TV. Get involved in that. Those of you who are television bound, channel 22 is where you can watch the game when we present it. So Bridgeton starts the second quarter with possession. Right to the basket, a nice block. Caden Allen blocked the shot, and now Millville has possession. Trying to go up. Tried to draw the foul. Oh, good putback. Caden Allen with that putback off the offensive rebound. 19-12, and now a turnover. So these are the kind of runs that Millville will need if they're going to get back into this game against the Bulldogs. One of those keys of the game. Avoid turnovers, create turnovers. Ball in the hands of Jaden Days. He's double teamed. Gets it back across. Conyers, now they get it into the front lane. Driving to the basket. Too strong off the glass.
Yeah, Dace has had a little bit of trouble finding the basket early on. A lot of his shots have been too powerful.
Just got to reel it back just a little bit as we'll watch it here. That one just a little too hard off the glass.
Yep, and during that, Caden Pierce checked back in, and Reggie Holly making his first appearance.
We have a whistle.
Well, I think there was a little confusion on who was supposed to sub in and out.
He's that play once again. Good move. He's trying to lean in to get that. So that's the putback by Caden Allen. Good offensive rebound and putback. 19-12, Millville trails Bridgeton. Bulldogs have led throughout. Chandler, long-range shot, no good. Ball is tipped around and good pursuit.
That's Francisco.
That was good pursuit by Francisco to keep it in Bridgeton possession. Three-pointer, a little too long. And this rebound's taken by Michael Bullock.
He was in perfect position to take that rebound.
Left side right now, driving the paint, dishing it back out for three. Splash down.
That's Reggie Holly. Getting on the scoreboard in exciting fashion.
And that cuts the lead to 4. Driving through, going back between the legs, but he saves it. That's Chandler. Nice play right there by Holly, trying to make another impact, and he does. The steal of the rebound. Well, the steal of the shot is what I should say, but that is a big swing, 5-point swing right there, all generated by Reggie Holly.
We'll take a look at it here. Holly with great defense. Well, you don't quite see it, but gets in front of the defender. He's got an easy lane, and at that point, you just got to put it up and in.
That was just a great defensive read. He saw the pass coming, timed it perfectly, and winds up with a layup. So suddenly the game is just a 2-point lead for Bridgeton, 19-17.
And whatever looked worse said in the huddle after one quarter seemed to work. They didn't play poorly in the first quarter, but you could see that they were trying to keep up with the tempo of Bridgeton and were forcing some shots that were not really coming anywhere close. So if they can find a rhythm, they can certainly keep up with this team.
A 7-0 run here, and now a steal. Shot is up and good. The game is tied as Caden Pierce steals and connects. 19-19. 9 unanswered points here in the quarter by Millville. Keon Gray with the dribble. Gets a screen. Now he'll have to give up the ball. He puts in the hands of Jameel Purnell. Spin move. Shot is going to go in. It rattled its way in. And he's going to go for a three-point play as we watch it again.
Let us see this again because
A lot of movement there.
there's a lot, but I guess not enough. And while Millville can't get the kind roll, Purnell gets every part of the rim and then the basket.
Second foul on Allen. Chance of the three-point play for Purnell. Off to the right. Rebounded by Michael Bullock. Going right to the hole, and he gets it. Antoine Conyers drives and connects. Well, we said this is a rivalry game, and we've got it going on now after an 8-point lead on a couple of occasions by Bridgeton. We're all tied at 21. Shot is up. Skims off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, and that one is taken by Caden Allen.
I think that one went off somebody's face as well.
Does Millville feel a three coming? Yes, they do. Shot is no good. Skying high for the rebound, won't go. What a great effort there by Caden Allen to try to get that one.
Man, how much unlucky shots can a team have? Let's take a look here. Conyers. He said, I'm going to take it myself. He drives up. A little help from the backboard and rim.
We're under 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Millville has a chance for its first lead. See what they do. Oh, he fell, and he's going to get called for the travel. So that ended quickly.
Yeah, that was tough. Holly trying to drive through 2 defenders. Unable to stay on his feet, though.
So Bridgeton with a chance to regain their lead. Keon Gray comes across the line. He's going to go the distance. Oh, what a move! It doesn't go in, but that was one whale of a move. Millville again with a chance to take its first lead.
I think Conyers wanted that. He looked at the basket for at least a couple seconds.
There's a three-pointer, and it goes! Caden Pierce, who has a knack for burying three-point shots, puts Millville in front. But right back come the Bulldogs, missing a layup. And now a reach-in foul against Purnell.
Actually, well, we'll take a look. You see Conyers kind of hesitating a little bit. He gets this ball back to Pierce, and Pierce isn't going to hesitate when he sees an open three.
Again, that's not an easy three. Step back pretty well. 24-21. Millville has its first lead. And there you see the Bridgeton bench.
If I'm doing math correctly, that's sometimes a little hard for me. Is Millville on a 14-2 run, or do I not know math?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
For this quarter, yes.
That's what I mean.
Yep.
In this quarter alone, Millville has a 14-2 run. I never know sometimes. Sometimes me and math don't go well together, but I can tell you one thing for sure is they've got that coach right there, Carlos LeBron, heated, as he's called quite a few. I think both timeouts have been called in this quarter, not that far apart either.
And of course, Millville has, with this stretch, has turned the game around by 11 points, if you will. Bridgeton, high water mark of the lead was 8. The lead is now 3 for Millville. So that is an 11-point swing in the score. And a chance for more for the Thunderbolts. Just about halfway through the second quarter. They go to the left side where Pierce has the dribble. Goes back outside. Conyers just eyeing up the situation. Holly, who's made an impact in this quarter with 5 points. Antoine Conyers gets it back to Holly. Three-point shot, a little bit too long. Ball is tipped out. And the battle for it is still on. And we're going to get a jump ball eventually out of all that mess.
And Millville, whether or not they realized it, had the possession hour in their favor. So a nice job to just keep pressure on Bridgeton, not allow them to get complete control, because if they were able to tie it up like they did, they were getting the ball back.
So the possession arrow favors the Thunderbolts. 3:31 showing on the clock.
As a couple substitutions, Geraldo Gonzalez checks in for the Bulldogs and James Jackson in for the Thunderbolts.
Thought about the three, goes back out. Pierce not afraid to take those. Rattles off the rim. Rebound on the floor. This time Bridgeton does collect it. Gray with the dribble, goes left side. Driving. And we get a blocking foul, I believe, against Millville.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Holly on this one.
That's his first personal.
Yeah, you see the contact kind of out of bounds. Holly was trying to force Purnell out of bounds. It gets a little bit too much.
Oh, partially blocked from behind, and now he takes the ball. That was James Jackson with the block and steal, and now we get a carry. So the ball will go back to the Bulldogs. Want to make mention of those watching our game here on the social media networks. Curtis Jackson, Heriberto Jimenez, glad to have you with us. Don Epifanio Vargas is watching, as is Mesha Newman, Kevin White, and Paul Garna, Sr., all watching us here. Glad to have each and every one of you. Hope you're enjoying. Shot doesn't go, but the foul will count.
That foul going on Pierce, his second. A couple of Thunderbolts with 2 fouls in this one.
On the line for the Bulldogs is Tavon Chandler. Had a good first quarter where he scored 8 points. Looking to make at least one of these 2 free throws. Off the back rim. High rebound. Oh, and he couldn't reel it in. It rolls off and out of bounds off Bryant Nelson. So Bridgeton gets a fortunate situation out of that.
Yeah, he was the only one there too, so just an unforced error on Nelson, but Millville will try to stop him here.
Now, what did they call?
They called the block.
They called a block?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
That one going on Nelson. Want to add insult to injury there.
That's his first. 5 team fouls quickly on Millville here.
So anything for the remainder of the quarter will send Bridgeton to the line as Purnell makes the first.
That is Purnell's 10th point of the game. Brings the Bulldogs within 2 points. Let's see if he can get it down to 1 with this free throw. And he does. So he is 2 for 2 on that trip. 11 points on the game, and Millville clings to a 24-23 lead. We're under 2.5 minutes to go in the half. Ball is tipped, but gets through. Conyers losing it. Oh, nice save. Teeing up a 3 off the rim. Rebound comes out. Ball is tipped momentarily, but a good job of gaining control by Geraldo Gonzalez. This will be a 3, and he nails it perfectly. Keon Gray with the 3. And Bridgeton's back in front now, 26-24. Conyers back outside. Pierce with the dribble. And he loses the ball off his leg. As we take a look at the 3-point shot. Just a good job of pulling up, setting himself, and making sure that he got a good shot off. And he certainly did. So the Bulldogs with possession. 2-point advantage as we approach 1:30 left in the first half. Purnell pulls it back out. A really long 3, and he nails it. That's his second tray of the game. So Jameel Purnell again showing his all-around game. He can do it from underneath and outside. Meanwhile, Millville comes in and scores it. Number 13 on that basket is James Jackson.
Yeah, that was almost a little bit of a dangerous pass. I think it was from Conyers. Snuck it through a defender. Jackson, using that size advantage, is able to pop it up and in.
Turnover for Bridgeton gives the ball right back to Millville. Let's see what they can do as we hit the 1-minute mark. Going right to the basket. Oh, he just had it partially blocked and the shot off. Nice pass ahead by Purnell. Shot is up and crawls in. That is the first points of the game for Geraldo Gonzalez. And he creates a 5-point bulge now for Bridgeton. Shot is up. It'll go down for 2. It does not go in, unfortunately. Now Bridgeton with a chance to get close to the biggest lead of the game. They're up by 5 now. A 3-pointer would give them their third 8-point advantage of the game.
Pierce with some nice defense on Gray. Not letting him drive in, but Bridgeton clearly trying to get that last shot.
Passed it all the way out, 7 seconds. Driving, no good. I don't know if Millville will have a chance to get it up court. They're going to have to fling it. Oh, he didn't get it off in time.
I don't think Conyers knew how much time he had.
Well, Millville took a momentary lead after trailing by 8 points on a couple of occasions. But to their credit, Bridgeton came right back and gathered it in for a 5-point lead at the break. Our score at halftime, Bridgeton 31, Millville 26. Cheerleading routine, and then we'll take a timeout.
shot somewhere, but you seem to.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community. Local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a non-profit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area's sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
And welcome into another edition of Thunderbolts basketball here on Quinn Broadcasting. Happy New Year, everyone. Aria Melendez here as Millville Thunderbolts kick off at least our 2025 schedule alongside Coach Mike Latour. Always a pleasure, and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, Ariel. Great to see you.
And you're about 8 games into the season, but when you head into the new year, is this kind of the point in the season that you start to really evaluate what you've got this year?
Yeah, we want to start seeing some improvement. We're playing really hard. We're just making some mistakes that we can't afford to make. But I think with time and experience, you'll see those start to cut down. So we're playing where we want to be defensively. It's just a matter of, can we not turn it over every single time we make a good play, give it right back to the other team. So we're seeing improvement. We're still a relatively young group. We're still learning how the guys play together. They're still starting to get some chemistry and gel together. And just mixing up the lineup, seeing who can play in which situation. So.
And you kind of bring me into a perfect point. We've seen a couple different lineups from you guys this season. It's kind of a lot different lineup today that we've seen at least. But one thing I think that's been pretty, clear in every single lineup that you've put out is Caden Pierce. Mm-hmm. We talked about him at the beginning of the season. How much have you liked his growth and his ability just to be able to stick into that starting lineup spot?
He's not played perfect by any means, but he works really, really hard. So I want to reward that as a coach. You want to show guys that you put in the work. We're going to give you a chance even to make mistakes. You're still going to be able to play through some of those. It won't be perfect, but we'll let you grow on the court a little bit. He's a guy that's deserved that by the work he put in the offseason and what he's done every day in practice to this point.
You guys are coming off a couple games at the Boardwalk Classic. You win your first one, probably a little bit closer than you'd like to pull that one out, and then unfortunately unable to pull out the second one. But what was that experience like for this week?
Great. We just need to play games together a little bit at this point. We've practiced a ton. You got to kind of get out there and see what what difference you can make in the game, because it's a whole lot different than practice and what you do in a scrimmage. So it's just about getting that experience, getting those miles on the tires, so to speak, and. Yeah, we've been in a lot of different situations. Pleasantville game, we had to go into overtime. Salem was probably similar to what we'll see tonight. One player for the opposing team really is kind of the whole show for them. So we want to key on Jamil Purnell tonight. And we're going to defensively going to have to stop him. Otherwise, he's the kind of player that can put up 30, 40 points and almost beat you single-handedly.
And maybe people look at Millville Violent as the rivalry, but Bridgeton is still, for some people, just up the road. So do you kind of expect a little bit of that same intensity that you see in those Millville Violent?
I think so. It's a Friday night. Hopefully the weather doesn't scare anybody away. But no, I think you're going to see this place, in its typical mid-season form. A lot of people here, a lot of people into the game and intense, and I hope give them a good reason to be excited about it.
Well, thank you, Coach Latore, and good luck today.
Thanks, Ariel.
Again, that was head coach Mike Latore. The Millville Thunderbolts get our 2025 season underway as they welcome in the Bridgeton Bulldogs. We'll be back with plenty more action, so stay with us here on Quinn Broadcasting.
Everyone's talking. They're talking at home. They're talking on the job. Everywhere, at any time, you see people talking. But is anyone listening?
Jesus is. He's listening for you to call upon him, and he will answer. Let us introduce you to him. Every Sunday, 11 a.m., New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community. Local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a non-profit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
We are back at Millville High School's gymnasium, the Thunderdome, and we've had quite a first half. Bridgeton led throughout the first quarter, but then Reggie Holly came off the bench and scored 5 quick points. Millville went on a bit of a run and actually took a momentary lead, 24-21. But again, nice response by the Bulldogs. They scored 10 points to Millville's 2 the rest of the quarter, and that's why they lead 31-26 here at the half. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez. What did you see in that first half that caught your eye?
Well, Millville definitely has shown the ability to keep up with this Bridgeton team. I talked about it a lot throughout, where I don't know if they're necessarily ready for the run-and-gun style where you're kind of back and forth. It gets a little chaotic and you're trying to answer basket for basket. Because when you saw Millville trying to go with that, they were missing a lot of shots, and they were missing by quite a bit, which to me, tells me that it's not really what they want to see. But kind of taking a look at the scoring leaders, we start with Caden Pierce, who leads Millville with 9. He had a big three-pointer in that second quarter that helped Millville out to that brief lead that they had. Tashawn Jones, 4 points all coming in the first quarter, and James Jackson, a couple other scorers from Millville we'll get into. But there's the man right there, Jameel Purnell. As we get underway, we'll kind of run through some of the scoring in a little bit, but Purnell leading the Bridgeton team with 14.
Pass is blocked. Millville will take control. Good block of the play. Allen winds up with it. Pierce tries to drive. Nice pass to the post. That was a great feed by Redding to Allen for the basket. 3-point advantage for the Bulldogs, 31-28. Purnell doing what we expected him to do, 14 points in that first half, including a pair of three-pointers.
And he tried to get that one from nearly the side of the basket.
Do they pull up and try a three here to tie the game is the question. Reggie Holly, who does have a three. That man right there knows how to shoot threes. And we get a travel call against the Thunderbolts.
Well, it won't matter at that point.
Here's that great pass.
Just a nice pass. Caden Allen waiting under the basket for the perfect feed. At that point, you want to use the backboard to your advantage. And Allen did.
So the Bulldogs have possession. Keon Gray with the dribble. First minute of this quarter underway. And elapsed, I should say. Ball is tipped. And now, I don't know if they're going to give it to Millville or I don't know who saw it. They're going to give it to Bridgeton.
Yeah, I think that is the right call. As Redding was trying to get his balance and get his hands on it.
Our referees tonight, Dan McGinnis, Pat Killian, and Billy Colbon. Getting into the lane, ball is on the floor, and we're going to get a jump ball, which will favor the Thunderbolts.
Millville's done a really nice job in the possession game. Anytime they come upon that situation, making sure to get a hand on it, because every time they've done it, it's been their ball.
They are doing a very good job of blocking passes and setting up possession plays. Looking to tie it. Now they're going to go for two. Now they're not going to go for two because number 2 takes it away. Jameel Purnell says, I'll take this up the other way.
Yeah, it didn't look like Days had his balance under him as Millville ends up taking a foul. That one goes against Reggie Holly, his second.
31-28, still the score. Millville with the only basket of this quarter. Chandler, driving, doesn't get it to go. And the rebound is taken down by Caden Allen. Millville again with a chance to tie with a 3. 2 minutes elapsed here in the third quarter. A little bit of trouble, and now it's taken. Alley-oop play, and we get a travel. So both defenses showing a propensity to get some steals and turnovers.
Yeah, no one's really quite been in control. Again, Millville still with the only points of this quarter.
Millville again with possession. Holly goes into the left corner where Pierce was standing. They swing it around to the other side, pass into the middle. This will be 3 if it goes, and it does. Caden Pierce has tied the game at 31.
Now Pierce showing some heavy pressure on defense as he's done all game.
Shot to the basket is short. Once again, battle for the rebound. Caden Allen winning it. Thunderbolts have a chance for the lead here, but they'll be a little more deliberate on the play. Nice pass. Shot is good, and a foul. Credit Redding for seeing the man under the basket, Caden Allen. He lays it up and draws the foul.
This is just a really nice
Watch this pass.
Threads the needle over the heads of the defenders and fighting through the contact right there. As that's going to lead to a timeout. And that's the third foul on Jazir Thompson. Don't know who. Okay, that was Bridgeton again burning another timeout. Coach LeBron hasn't been afraid to burn those when he doesn't like what he's seen.
These two teams are battling. Both of them playing very sturdy defense, creating turnovers. Bridgeton's had the lead for the most part, but Millville has found a way to come back a few times.
Yeah, on a 7-0 run to start this third quarter. They had a bigger run than that. We were trying to remember I know it was something to 2. It was like 14 or something to 2 like that in the second quarter to give them a lead.
We try to keep the stats the best we can, but it's not easy with just 2 people.
We've got the numbers right, but we don't have great memories.
Yeah.
That doesn't go well when you're trying to remember stuff like that.
Well, we have a free throw still coming. Caden Allen, who now has 6 points in the game, 4 in this quarter, looking to make it 5 points for the quarter and build up Millville's biggest lead of 3. The junior forward looking to complete a 3-point play, and he does. Millville with 8 points in the quarter so far, lead 34-31. Ooh, almost a step. Chandler finds Purnell. Jamil thought about a 3, now he passes it to the left. That 3 is a little too long. Good rebound underneath by the Bulldogs. They still have control. Turnaround jumper, no. And the tap comes down to number 20, Zamir Reddy. 4.5 minutes to go. Third quarter. Pass in the middle, and a pass to the post, but a block by Purnell. And now a ball goes off the leg of a Thunderbolt.
That was tic-tac-toe passing from the Thunderbolts, but Purnell doing what he does best for this Bulldogs team.
And now he's going to try to go coast to coast, and he lays it up in an underhand layup. That's Millville's lead to 1.
And that's Bridgeton's first points of the quarter. We're nearly halfway through.
Nice pass again. Pass right back, and there's a layup.
Oh, did I think Days was going to miss that one?
Caden Allen with the perfect feed for the layup. And Days delivers for his first basket of the game.
Millville's hanging with him.
Shot is blocked.
I was going to say there was no way.
And there's a good pickup. I'll tell you what, Tavon Chandler saved the basket right there because that ball was up for grabs. He grabbed the ball after the block and scores it. Now, Pierce goes back outside. Pierce has an open look. A little long off the rim. And we're going to get a foul against Bridgeton as the rebound was taken by Zamir Reddy.
And if that's on Purnell, that's Purnell's third.
3, yeah. 3:25 left on the clock. Nice pass. And I think, what did we get? Oh, well, we're going to get Bridgeton ball out of this somehow. Okay. Not sure exactly what the call was, but the Bulldogs with possession. Spin move by Gray. Chandler goes into the top of the key for Purnell. Shot is wide to the right. And do we have a jump ball or a foul? We have a foul call. And that has to be on Leroy Ortiz, and it is. That is his third. So there's only 3 players for Bridgeton with fouls, and all 3 of them have 3. How about that?
That's one
you
way
don't see
to
that
go
all
about
the time.
it. And 2 of them are key players.
Driving, shooting, scoring.
That's Redding.
Zamir Redding gets his first basket of the game. The lead is 3. Purnell with some fancy dribbling and a pushing foul against Millville.
Is that on Holly?
I believe so.
Like he was in the area. If that is on Holly, that's Holly's third. And it is.
Neither team in the bonus yet. Alley-ooping play. Nicely played by Pierce. And we're going to get a possession situation. That'll favor Bridgeton. That was a great play by Pierce.
Yeah, I really liked Pierce's defense tonight. We know what he can do with his shot, but he's been a hound on defense.
Look at that play to lock it up and have it momentarily. Tried to set up his teammate, but it was tied up, and the possession arrow favors the Bulldogs. A shot off the back rim. Good rebounds. That is Caden Allen. Millville still up by 3. Conyers thought about a 3-point shot. Fake me out. Redding with the dribble. Goes back to Holly.
Redding about double, triple pumped a pass there. So much that I thought he was going to lose his balance.
Conyers driving. It's the bottom of the basket. Purnell is there to clear the rebound. Pop shot and no good.
Yeah, Millville let Purnell have that shot too.
1:45 left on the clock. Nice passing again. Shot is up, off the back rim. High sky rebound, nice offensive board, and the shot doesn't go. Boy, that was a great job there by Caden Allen. Unfortunately, he didn't get the basket. Now Millville draws a foul.
And I think Coach Latour is just saying, calm down now.
That's on Redding, I believe, and that'll be his third.
And temper's flaring a little bit on the court.
Well, this is when the rivalry gets real. As the game gets longer, they've been battling the whole time.
Well, we talked about players with 3 fouls, and Zymir Redding becomes the second Thunderbolt with 3.
Bridgeton possession. They trail by 3. Chandler gives it to Gray. Gray looking, and he slips, and that appropriately is called a travel. He slipped and lost his footing. So once that happens,
there was a brief hesitation. I thought they were going to say the Millville Thunderbolt player kicked his feet out, but. And unfortunately, when you're in that situation, there's really nothing you can do once you lose your balance.
That's it.
Unless you just throw the ball away.
Good pass again. Looking for some shooting room, a little too long. Rebounded, taken nicely. That's Redding with the rebound.
Redding trying to create space. Millville's been good on the boards as they've gone through the game.
Pierce off the rim. Oh, great rebound again on the offensive side. Shot is up, doesn't go, and it is Purnell taking advantage of the miss.
And
shot is short.
I think that shot was actually blocked, and Jaden Days is giving it to Purnell, because I believe he got a piece of it.
Oh, nice pass, shot, scored, and a 3-point opportunity for Caden Allen. Is he pumped? I think so.
Have a quarter, Caden Allen. That's 7. Got a chance for 8.
I'll tell you what, this Millville offense is making a lot of great passes at setting up these shots.
And out to their biggest lead, 40-35. So Allen looks to add one more to his total.
Short, rebounds, taken by Millville. And yeah, we're gonna get a step out. So Bridgeton will have possession.
And I'm gonna try and do some quick math.
.25 seconds to go in the quarter. It's been a good one for Millville.
14-4 run.
They may be thinking about one last shot as Purnell pulls it out. Spinning, and he's gonna be tabbed with a travel.
And Jaden Days again. Might want to be a little bit careful, but he's pumped.
What a quarter for the Thunderbolts.
Tayshawn Jones checking back in for Redding, who's had quite a game in the starting lineup. Millville may not be quick up court.
Well, they've got 8 seconds to operate.
Conyers has to get across, though, and he does.
Puts the shot up. Short.
That one, I'll tell you, that one caught me off for a minute.
But a very good quarter for the Thunderbolts. They outscored Bridgeton 14-4 and thus lead after 3 quarters of play, 40-35. Referees gathering along the midcourt area. Some comments from our Facebook friends. Derek Anthony saying Millville's playing a great game tonight. I think we'd all have to agree they're really hustling and passing the ball well and all sorts of good things. China Chandler wishing on best wishes for Tavon Chandler, number 5 for Bridgeton. Tay taking a good shot. He made that basket earlier in the third quarter, I should say. So a 5-point lead for Millville, and they have possession to start this fourth quarter. Oh, again, great passing layup. What a sequence of plays that was. Allen finding Conyers right up the gut.
You could tell that was a set.
And now a steal. Look at this. Wow, what clinic being put on by the Thunderbolts right now.
You could tell that was a set play, too, off the inbound. As soon as Conyers made that pass, he immediately ran to the basket. Millville with a quick 4-0 run.
And now a turnover? I think so, yes. That ball was not tipped, so it belongs to the Thunderbolts. Just 30 seconds in, Millville has 2 baskets and another possession. Across the timeline, Jones. Pulls it back out. Conyers with the basketball. Let's see what they can devise this time. Long range three, it's a little bit off to the right. And the rebound is cleared by Tavon Chandler. Looks to go coast to coast. Off the glass, no good. Rebound battle for. Purnell had it momentarily, but Millville winds up with it. Conyers! Toward a reverse layup, it doesn't go. Are we having fun tonight?
A little bit.
Holy moly. What a game. Both teams just laying it on the line. A three-pointer off the rim. And Conyers takes it for Millville. Whistle. And this might be a foul against Bridgeton since Millville had the ball.
Yeah, take a look. A nice steal there. Conyers. Nice little pass to Days for the wide open look.
Again, another chance underneath, but it disintegrated. Now this will be 3. It's off the rim, off the top of the backboard, so that'll be an automatic stoppage of play, and the ball will go to Bridgeton. All of a sudden, Millville's opened up a 9-point lead, 44-35. So in the overall scheme of things, they have reversed the lead and the score by 17 points.
That's not bad.
Bridgeton had 2 separate 8-point leads in the first half. But don't count them out yet. They've got some talent, and here's one of them. Reverse layup.
Nice,
he walked.
Yep.
Well, that was a highlight reel film anyway. Purnell showing his skills.
As Redding checks back in, and just before that, Reggie Holly. You can really tell Latour's trying to keep everybody fresh. As that's an unfortunate play for Redding.
Shot is up. Good.
Oh, and
Tavon Chandler.
Well, maybe not. Chandler gets the basket, but he went down in a heap. We'll take a look at his shot as he drives through here. See if you catch it. I think the way he lands right. Oh, yep.
Oh,
yep.
the knee. Oh.
No, the knee and the foot. He's going to grab the ankle. You saw that foot twist on the way down. I think he maybe caught. Was that Holly stepped on under the basket? So.
I don't know if he was stepped on, but that ankle and knee went. We're going to take a quick time out here. We'll be back with more basketball for you in just a moment.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
We're back to live action. Tavon Chandler walking it off, noticeably limping, so we hope for the best for him. Meanwhile, Thunderbolts trying to create some offense here. There's a shot, and there's a basket.
Reggie Holly.
7 points off the bench. Shot is up, no good, but he draws the foul, so Jameel Purnell will get some free throws.
And he's had a tough second half after 14 in the first 2 quarters. He's only got 2.
We'll take a look at some of the offensive action for Millville. First shot is no good by Purnell.
Yep, that shot by Holly, just finding himself a little bit of open space.
Jameel Purnell looking to make 1 of 2, and he does. 17 points in the game for him. Still very much a game high. Now we get a whistle, and we'll get an out-of-bounds play for the Thunderbolts. Five and a half to go in the fourth quarter. 46-38. Millville with the advantage and the possession. Across the top to the left. Momentarily driving. Just pulling up and...
A nice shot by Holly to come to that pass. He's getting hounded.
Conyers with possession at the moment. Tries to drive. This will be 3 if it goes. It does not. Almost a great offensive rebound, but it winds up in the control of Jazir Thompson. An easy basket. No, it doesn't go. He had a good look at that. Keon Gray did the right thing. He pulled up. He saw nobody guarding him, took the shot. Doesn't go, but Bridgeton still has possession. Clock showing 4:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Oh, and it did get tipped off the Bridgeton player. So credit Caden Allen with the tip, and he forced it to go off the Bridgeton player out of bounds, so Millville will have it. Right there, he tipped it, and then Thompson touched it last. So Millville, Conyers with the pass, trying to drive his way in, decides to go out for the three-pointer, and a great decision, as it turns out, as Redding delivers the 3.
Don't you love when you can tell a player just knows that's going in?
Well, I mean, he was blocked off right there at the post. He had nowhere to go, so he looked for an open player, and he found him, and that player found the bottom of the basket from 3.
You just love to see that players know when their three-pointer is going to go in. You just see that the hands stay up, they kind of backpedal a little, just admire the shot. Millville out to a, God, quick math is really bad.
11-point lead.
This is why I'm not a mathematician.
Carlos DeBron really trying to inspire his team. This team has played very well as well, but here's that look again. He had nowhere to go between maybe even 3 players, found the opening, and Redding delivers.
Redding said, yeah, that's going in.
The arm pull down at the shot went in. This is why high school sports are so cool to cover. The emotion itself, no matter the athlete, you can tell when they're happy.
And again, Millville on another run in this fourth quarter, 9-3. Has them out to this 49-38 lead. We're about halfway through this fourth quarter, and I think we're in for quite a finish.
Well, I fully believe Bridgeton has something still in the tank.
Oh, I don't deny that one bit.
Keon Gray brings it into the front court. Oh, he makes a couple of shuffle moves. Oh, and he does not quite hit the 3. Rebounded by Millville. Nice job of pulling up by Tashawn Jones.
Nice job by Conyers to get through 2 defenders.
Shot is up. No good.
Shot faked me.
Yeah, that one, I don't think it touched anything. Well, you want to loop the ball up. That was a line drive shot. those don't have too much of a chance to go in.
Well, we talked at the beginning of the season with the tour. Reggie Holly is new to this basketball team. He was on the football team, so we'll give him a little bit of, he's had some key moments in this game, though.
Bridgeton across the timeline. They send it back to Purnell. Purnell wants people to clear the area. See if he'll take the lane. There it is. Going, shooting, almost getting the basket, but he draws the foul. Exactly what he wanted to do.
And that's another player with 3 fouls, Caden Allen. He's the 3rd Thunderbolt with 3. Again, nobody actually, that's 4 for Caden Allen. I missed a foul somewhere. So I gotta think Allen's about to get subbed out.
Crystal Lynn saying, go Bolts. She's enjoying the show. Again, China Chandler telling Tavon to walk off that little injury. Well, a good bounce and roll for Purnell on that. Bridgeton really needs every point right now.
Allen is going to take a seat. He's going to get a nice applause. Just checking in for him is Bullock.
Second shot is missed. Rebound Skies High, Millville. I guess we're going to get a Bridgeton foul in possession for Millville.
And that's this little bit of danger. That's the 4th foul on Purnell. They're going to ride him for now.
Jones finds Conyers. Just about 3.5 minutes left. Millville again being very deliberate with their possessions, and we get a travel call against the Thunderbolts.
Oh, sorry, I said Bullock. That's actually Bryant Nelson who checked in. I saw 5 and assumed 1-5.
Want to welcome in some more viewers. Ollie Maddox is watching with us. Moneybag Buddha is here with us. There you go.
Sometimes sometimes when you read Facebook names, I hold my breath.
Darius Watson, let's go Ja. Thunderbolt football voice, Rich Van Noord watching. Glad to have you with us, Rich.
And that's the final timeout for the Bulldogs. And they're down 10. Millville's only had to use 1 timeout, so Latour, for the most part, we saw a little antsy moments early in the game, but for the most part has clearly liked what he has seen from this squad. He's letting him ride.
All right, Mavericks enjoying the show. Bridgeton possession. They get the ball inbounded. Russell gets it back to Purnell, who drives, pumps, does not get it to go. Ball on the floor. He's out of bounds. So Millville does not get possession. Purnell will inbound it for the Bulldogs.
And you have to remember, Purnell is at 4 fouls, so he's got to be careful, and you got to wonder if Millville's going to try and pressure him.
Oh, lost ball, and here comes Redding. Dish. Oh, what a block.
Yeah, just let that go out.
Let me get the name right. Jazir Thompson with the block.
Oh, he'll get there. But a nice job to realize that that was going off his hand and let it go out of bounds. And start a brand new possession.
We're under 3 minutes. Jones gets it over to Conyers.
Now Millville could be a little bit more kind of deliberate with their plays up by 10.
Moving to the basket, and a lost cause there as Bridgeton comes out of the pile with the ball. Good dish to the right, but he hits the side of the basket.
But he is fouled. Based on the reaction, well, Redding's incredulous, so is Dazed, but we'll see who the call is on.
Jeremiah Russell will go to the line and take a quick look at what happens here.
It's on Redding. That's his 4th. They say the jump in at the end.
Yeah, probably just leaned in a little bit too much, I guess.
Oh, the first shot doesn't go. But again, I think Redding's going to see himself on the bench in a minute.
1 for 2 for Jeremiah Russell. 3 points in the game. And the lead remains 9 for Millville.
So let's see. Jones checks out, as does Dace, so actually they're letting Redding ride. That's a lot of R's in that sentence. And we get a walk.
Travel, so again, turnover.
Oh, maybe we should have had Redding. So I was trying to figure out who came in.
Well, Bryant Nelson's in the game now.
I was going to say he was at some point. I just going to repeat, it already been in.
This will go for 3. Keon Gray delivers to Trey.
That's his first point since the 3 in the second quarter.
49-43. Oh, might have got away with a jump there. Good
Conyers
spin.
had the 3.
This will be 3 if it goes. It's short. Again, a good rebound by Millville's Zamir Redding. Redding has it, sends it back to Conyers. And now he's tipped and the ball is taken, going right up for the layup and getting it. Steal and layup, Keon Gray. So he has 5 quick points here in this quarter.
We're getting a little precarious here, and yeah, unsurprisingly, Millville's going to take a timeout.
Well, we knew Bridgeton was not going to go quietly, and they're making some noise right now. 49-45, our score. We'll be right back.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
And now, back to the game.
Well, we've gotten the kind of game we expected. Both teams have had some pretty good leads. Millville in double figures a couple times with the lead, but now we have a 4-point game. And before anything...
I don't know what...
Yeah, I don't know what the stoppage is, but they whistled down.
Yeah, I don't really... I think there might have just been a towel on the floor. Looked like somebody kicked something back. But we try again.
So Millville with possession. Now the double team of the defense, and they create a jump ball, but it's still Millville with the possession.
Yeah,
now.
Holly good on that to not really fight it. He knows Millville's got possession still.
1:40 showing on the clock. Ball comes out to Conyers. Brings it into the front court.
And Bridgeton double teaming every player.
They want to get this ball back as quickly as possible. Nelson. And we have a timeout taken by...
Yeah, Latour's got plenty of timeouts to work with, so they're going to try and find a way to fight these double teams. They did a good job there. It's a full timeout, so Coach Latour wants to take as much time as he can to sort this one out.
I want to say hello to Gregory Mitchell, who's watching us. Bert Ayala, everybody might know that name. Millville Thunderbolt football coach, of course. Derek Anthony is with us. Michelle and Taiwan. Spelled a little bit differently than the city, but T-A-I-Y-O-N. I love the cleverness of these people.
As you take a look at the two huddles there, and you think about what might be getting said in each of them, Bridgeton wants to keep up their defensive pressure. Every time a Millville player has the ball, they're putting at least 2 players on them. But Millville don't rush anything. You've got the lead. You want to obviously get a shot, but you want to just take your time and get a good look.
Ball is inbounded by Jones. Caden Allen, now they go across. Conyers has the basketball. It's almost taken.
Millville's got a chance if they hurry, but...
Well, they're using clock well, but they need a basket. See if they can get one. They swing it left side.
Yeah, it's a 4-point lead right now.
Yeah, they're keeping it out for reasons of trying to burn the clock.
And
we're going to get a foul against Bridgeton, I believe.
Yeah, at this point, Bridgeton has the foul.
Gonzalez with the foul, Geraldo Gonzalez. 56 seconds showing on the clock. And a near steal. Are they going to give it to Bridgeton? No, they're going to keep it with Millville. Almost taken by Purnell. Cheerleaders trying to will another 2 points out of the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, they certainly want to get a basket just to give them a little bit more breathing room.
Ball is tipped out again by the Bulldogs. Of course, as soon as they tip it out of bounds, they start pointing in their direction, but the referee does not agree.
These are going to be the longest 55 seconds of my life right here.
That's the way these kind of games go at the end. Ball is inbounded. Conyers draws the foul.
Yep, and that will send Conyers to the line.
It's only the first one on Keon Gray. So the people that are committing the fouls are not in foul trouble. That's smart.
It's his second, but point still stands.
All right, so we have Antoine Conyers at the line, shooting 2.
These are the ones you want to make if you're Conyers. Even one goes a long way.
First one goes through the twine. Looking to make it a 6-point game with this second free throw. And he does.
And remember, Bridgeton does not have a timeout to work with.
They get it to Purnell. Purnell driving. And again, another highlight reel move to the basket. Ball is tipped, and Bridgeton does get it. Good defense by the Bulldogs. A three-pointer if it goes. It's wide to the right. Millville rebounds it. Purnell leaned in. You don't want to pick up your 5th foul that way.
I was surprised Bridgeton took that long to foul.
Yeah, the clock showing 27 seconds left. And of course, being in the bonus, 2 shots coming for the Thunderbolts. Now, this is a classic basketball thing, too. When you have a lead and you go to the line, you can pretty much end the game right there by making your free throws.
Yeah, it's a 4-point lead. So take a look at the nice shot by Purnell.
Look at that finger roll. First shot is good. Antoine Conyers at the line, looking to go 2 for 2. Second shot misses. Bridgeton does collect the rebound. Purnell looking to go coast to coast, and he gets the basket. So he's heating up nicely, and the lead is just 3. They do get it across the timeline. Conyers doing the smart thing, pulling the ball back out.
Why is Bridgeton not fouling?
I like the headiness there as we watch the play. He just gets the ball here, does Purnell, and goes coast to coast. The 3-step, look at that big step. That camera angle showed a very big step. Wow. That's what's coming at you. Yes.
Again, Conyers has had some very important free throws late in this game.
Doesn't get the first one.
Well, he needs the second one.
Yeah, you want to create a 2-possession game. Right now the lead is just 3, so he needs to make this one to make it a little more comfortable for the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, because Bridgeton does have time.
And he does. 8 seconds. Not sure that was a good foul to take, Conyers.
Well, it's not going to send him to the line.
Yeah, but you want to let the clock continue.
I don't.
That's the thing.
I was
You're
just
up by
trying to.
4, yeah.
I was trying to figure out something. Explanation. I don't know.
No, you can't take the aggressiveness out of any athlete.
I don't
That's
know.
cool.
I was going with something there. It's only his first.
Let's see. I
Now that one,
I don't know why he's doing it.
That one, I'll agree with. That's the only thing is you put him at the line and get the ball back. But if he makes both, well, we're going to have an interesting situation here. If Purnell makes the first, does he miss the second on purpose?
He's got to make the first to make it.
That's what I mean. And he does. Well, now he's got to make the second. As Pierce and Allen, I like bringing Allen back in this situation. You want to bring your big rebound guy. Yeah, Purnell has to make it now. He could have thought about missing it to get the shot, but now he's got to put it in.
Both of them missing, but a good rebound by Bridgeton. Shot, missing, shot, missing. Millville has it. They're going to win a basketball game. A wire-to-wire classic, Cumberland County style, if you will. The Millville Thunderbolts, again, erasing a pair of 8-point deficits in the first half, led by double figures for the most part in that fourth quarter especially. But they have to hang on to win this one, 53-49, the final score.
And they survive a 22-point night from Jameel Purnell.
Yeah, Purnell, as advertised, he is their bread and butter, scoring, rebounding, blocking, stealing. He did a little bit of everything. So the two teams now go through the handshake ceremonies. The crowd, of course, enjoying a thrilling basketball game. We'll total up some numbers for you, have our star of the game, and wrap this one up. Our final score, Millville defeats Bridgeton 53-49.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a non-profit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
Everyone's talking. They're talking at home. They're talking on the job. Everywhere, at any time, you see people talking. But is anyone listening?
Jesus is. He's listening for you to call upon him, and he will answer. Let us introduce you to him. Every Sunday, 11 a.m., New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a non-profit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find Him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find Him. That's by personal experience with Him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to Him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Back here at Millville High School, a place they call the Thunderdome, and it was thundering tonight as Millville comes away with a big 53-49 victory over the Bridgeton Bulldogs. Ariel Melendez here with our star of the game, Caden Allen, finishes with 9 points, most of those coming in a big third quarter for you. But I want to talk about the team's effort. This was a Bridgeton team that came in 4-2. One of their big players, Purnell, he finishes with 22 points, but you guys still managed to come away with the win. What did you like about the team's energy tonight?
Effort. They worked hard, day in, day out. Nobody see that though.
And you especially had that big third quarter for 8 of your 9 points coming, or 7 of your 9 points coming in that third quarter on the rebound as well. We have you at least with 6, maybe a little bit more. Your teammates were finding it really well under that basket, especially again in that third quarter. Did it just feel like, it was kind of your moment there? And just kind of taking a look at everybody else, Antoine Conyers kind of helping you guys put the game away. He's the veteran of this team, helps kind of lead the way for you guys. What do you like about having a guy like him who's been there, done that, is able to help you guys through a game like this?
Coaches teach us when we wrong, tell us when we right, do all that.
And obviously it's been a tough season for you guys. This moves you to 3-6 on the season. You're kind of at that midway point now. You guys are starting to gel together, find a lot of chemistry. You guys really had that tonight. What are you just hoping you guys are able to do kind of the rest of the way? Maybe use this game as a jumping point?
Keep working hard.
Well, that was our star of the game. Caden Allen finishes with 9 points in Millville's 53-49 win. We'll be back with the final numbers. Stay with us here on Quinn Broadcasting.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a non-profit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
Everyone's talking. They're talking at home. They're talking on the job. Everywhere, at any time, you see people talking. But is anyone listening?
Jesus is. He's listening for you to call upon him, and he will answer. Let us introduce you to him. Every Sunday, 11 a.m., New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a non-profit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a non-profit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
Everyone's talking.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
Well, it's always the peace after the storm. It's nice and quiet now here at the Thunderdome. But as we expected, these two teams, Bridgeton and Millville, really went after each other. And again, we talk about the rivalry that Cumberland County sports has. No matter the sport, these squads just battle each other very hard. Millville comes away with a 53-49 victory. And Ariel, the first half really pretty much belonged to Bridgeton, but Millville came back with a 14-point third quarter and then got it done in the fourth quarter when they needed to.
Yeah, this was, we definitely expected this game to have some energy And I'm not going to lie, I thought we had a little bit more energy in the Millville Vineland game in terms of physicality and just players kind of going at each other. So maybe, I don't want to say a new rivalry, is obviously these two not that far away from each other. I mean, where I'm at, we're about a 5-minute drive from Bridgeton. So a lot of good energy and a lot of fight from this Millville team that really needed to show fight. They are definitely a team that can bring the energy and can bring the pressure on defense. And they really showed that, especially in the second half. Went on quite a few runs that allowed them to come away with this victory over a very tough Bridgeton team.
Yep, absolutely. We'll check out the scores real quick to get those stats on the board here. And I'm going to mention a very big stat in a moment. But there you see, nothing surprising about the game-high score there. Jameel Purnell, he just keeps playing. This was our first look at his game. And, boy, I tell you what, he played every part of this game very well. He scores, he rebounds, blocks shots, he steals, and he just had a great game. 22 points to lead the way for the Bulldogs. Keon Gray, he had 10 points. Tavon Chandler, I don't think he finished the game. He suffered a bit of an injury towards the end of that, the middle of that fourth quarter or so. Kind of twisted his ankle and then the knee buckled as well. So I don't think he finished the game, and that certainly played a part in this because Chandler was another key player for the Bulldogs. He finished with 12, and Jeremiah Russell with 3 points. The flip side of this game, a lot of balance in the scoring for Millville, as you can see. Although 12 points for Caden Pierce, and then the rest are a bit under that. But 5 points for Zamir Redding. Zamir Redding played a strong game. He got rebounds and really just did a great job under the boards. Tashawn Jones and Jaden Days with 4 points apiece. James Jackson with 2. But one of those underlying things, and this one's a big one, Ariel. The bench points in this game, Millville 26, Bridgeton 2.
Yeah, and Millville really used their bench, I think, a lot more than Bridgeton did, and I think that really played a factor in kind of how this game ended, just because, Latour was keeping everybody fresh, was making sure to sub players in and out, and I liked that strategy from him because it's an energetic game. It keeps everybody, good to go. It keeps everybody fresh and ready to come off the bench when needed. And that really showed kind of looking down at the rest of the scoring for Millville. Antoine Conyers, he finishes with 8, had some very big free throws at the end of the game. Caden Allen, who we just talked to, had 9 points, 7 of those coming in the third quarter alone. He was also pretty good on the boards as well. Michael Bullock, he had a couple free throws early in the game, and Reggie Holly as well had himself a nice game, finished with 7. So, yeah, Millville getting scoring from just about everyone that came in this game. Alex Toss-Hagens also played Bryant Nelson as well, but the majority of the players that stepped on the court for Millville found any kind of way to contribute.
Yeah, when you consider that the bench scored half of their points practically, 26 of the 53.
Well,
so
when
there you go.
Look at the fact that Purnell had 22, and you still found a way to win this game. Purnell coming with nearly half of his team's points as well, with that 49, him having 22. So the fact that Purnell was able to have a big game, but Millville was able to pull this one out, really showed that everybody on the roster played a part and found a way to make an impact in this game.
And kudos to the Millville offense. They rotated the ball well, found open players for easy shots. I think that was a big part of it as well in leading their way to victory. So we definitely enjoyed this one. We knew it was going to be a tough battle either way, and the two teams did not disappoint. So we hope you enjoyed tonight's game. Our staff, including our director, of course, the infamous Ryan Narowski.
I like that you use infamous.
Yeah.
Because I agree with infamous.
Infamous. We had our camera people, Becca Panchasine, Maddie Lanterman, and Jenna Dacey. Ariel Melendez, Fred Melendez, we hope you enjoyed tonight's game. We will have our next broadcast of Millville High School basketball on Thursday at 5:30. And we have Middle Township coming into town. The Panthers will be visiting the Thunderbolts right here at Millville High School. So there you have all the numbers and the stats. Our final score once again, Millville defeating Bridgeton in a rather dramatic style. They actually led by 11 points or so at one point, but they settled for the 4-point win, 53-49. Have yourselves a great New Year, a great weekend, and we will see you on Thursday night.
This has been a QBC television production. in association with our partners and sponsors. QVC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QVC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.